What's good, y'all? I'm Eli Aura, and this is my lyric breakdown for my song Cycles. Let's get it.
I too know what it's like to be lied to. I don't feel like going outside to go find you. Had to clear the maze to get out of the cycle. Finally a way that I could decipher. The memories in my head.
I too know what it's like to be lied to. I don't feel like going outside to go find you. Had to clear the maze to get out of the cycle. Finally a way that I can decipher. Your memories in my head, you'll no longer find them. You'll no longer find them. So basically, before anyone starts thinking that this song is about somebody, it's not about anybody but me. The song in its entirety is a song about me trying to escape the cycle that I find myself in mentally, physically, spiritually. It's me wanting to break free from this thing that I've found myself stuck to for so long. But in the song, I turn it into the story of a relationship that, just never happened. But it's a relationship with myself. That's how I see it. I've lied to myself. I've had to step out of my comfort zone to get to where I want to be at, to be a better version of myself. That's what this first little part is about. I was holding on tight for the ride, surfing on top of the tides. Herbs got a nigga alright, yeah. Oh. All I needed was peace of mind. What was the reason I couldn't be so wise? At the time, yeah. Life is a fucking journey. It's a roller coaster, and you gotta brace yourself because you never know when you're gonna hit a wall. You never know when you're gonna get to the lowest point. So I'm holding on tight for the ride, surfing on top of the tides, cruising. I'm flowing. I'm going with the flow. Herbs got a nigga alright. The herbs have really helped me in my life. It's not something that should be abused. It's something that can be used to grow yourself, to build yourself, to better yourself. And that really just comes down to the intentions you set with it and, etc. All I needed was peace of mind. What was the reason I couldn't be so wise at the time? That's what I ultimately seek in my life. Just peace of mind, tranquility. Because that's where I feel most like myself. And that's just what I seek in my life, tranquility. I want people to venture out to find the same things within themselves, What was the reason I couldn't be so wise? Just looking back and thinking, why didn't I do this differently? Why wasn't I thinking about this the way I am now before? But that's just life. You live and you learn. And then for the next experience that's similar to the past one you had, you already know what to do. And that's what I'm talking about. Just looking back, reflecting on what I could have done better with my thought process and how I could have handled things differently. I guess I needed time. I guess I was stuck on you and couldn't see the signs. All the red flags to me look like green lights. It's just the old days from behind I sacrificed. Up until old age when I come to see the light. I really shouldn't and I can't have you in my life. I guess I needed time. I guess I just needed to see how things played out. I guess I just needed to be a little bit more patient with how I react to things, with how I just experience life in general. I guess I was stuck on you and couldn't see the signs. It was almost like this version of myself that I didn't like was taking hold of me, was attached to me, and I felt like it wouldn't leave me. But all the red flags to me look like green lights. It's a deception. I felt like feeling this way, having this thing attached to me, almost like I started allowing it to be me, but in reality it's just not who I am, and that's a deception. It's just the old days from behind I sacrificed. I've been sacrificing things every day in and day out. I'm leaving things behind to bring in better things, to bring in new things into my life. And that's the cycle. That's really what the cycle is. Up until old age, when I come to see the light, it's gonna be like that till I die. That's what that means. I too know what it's like to be lied to. Hook comes back in. Everybody cranking that, everybody dancing and shit. Second verse. Having a hard time rewinding. Give me my seconds back for the moments that we used to call timeless. I had trouble trying to go back and fix these things. I was almost regretting the things I did in the past. Had your standards too low to be talking so highly. I recommend that you settle down. You know, there's a point in my life where I let my ego take hold of how I was living, how I was talking, how I was thinking. But I just wasn't doing everything that I was talking about. I wasn't doing everything I said that I was gonna do. But you know, those things change. Good, we got it straight set. I keep a straight face when you raging, twisting stories up, throwing me to blame them. And I'm not mistaken, it wasn't me that you wanted, it was something else you chasing. Man, if y'all can't figure that one out, I'm sorry to tell you, but I'ma still tell you. Good, we got it straight set. Good that I figured it out. Good that I realized the things that I was doing in the past weren't really beneficial to my life. I keep a straight face when you raging, twisting stories up, throwing me to blame them. I keep a calm countenance. I keep my composure when things begin to get out of hand in my life. That's something that I learned. Just keeping your cool, because when you keep your cool, you're able to think more straight. You're able to think clearly and make wiser decisions. And I'm not mistaken, it wasn't me that you wanted, it was something else you chasing. I'm not mistaken. You know why? Because I learned from my previous mistakes. It wasn't me that you wanted, it was something else you chasing. I wasn't looking for the betterment of myself. I was seeking tangible things. I was seeking things that, you know, aren't gonna help me get to that highest point where I know I can get to, where I'm supposed to be at. So that was a catalyst for change. I too know what it's like to be lied to. I don't feel like going outside to go find you. Had to clear the maze to get out of the cycle. Finally a way that I can decipher. That's the last hook, final hook. Your memories in my head, you'll no longer find them. You'll no longer find them. What you'll no longer find is me doing the same mistakes. What you'll no longer find is me in the same cycle that I once was before, because I've broken free and I can never go back to that. Never. With love. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed creating it. I'll see you guys on the next one.
Surfing on top of the tide.